Welcome to Computer Tech in 5 minutes. So yeah, got not a lot, 5 minutes, essentially 5 credits to this course. It is a semester course this time, semester module, so that means only 1 semester. Yeah, and this is in year 1, semester 2. Yeah, and it's placing LIS for this one. So computer technology is not as simple as LIS, but it's relatively the difficulties around e-business or something around like that. Yeah, there's some memorization and there's something that you need to learn in terms of the theory itself. There are some labs as well, so don't worry. There you will get some hands-on learning. Not long enough, let's start with the assessment. So for my year, it is 50% labs and there are 5% each, so that means there are 10 labs in total. As well as that, there are 50% MCQs, and it is worth 25% each. So there are 2 MCQs in total, 1 in the midterm and 1 in the final. Now this may change because as of this moment in time, due to COVID-19, we are learning online, so the assessment has changed a bit. But I think for like earlier years, it would be like 30% labs and 70% terminal exam, which is just a whole written essay questions. You need to study a lot when it comes to this module, I would say, when things come to normal again. But anywho, let's start with the content. Weeks 1 and 2, we gonna cover about computer architecture, so that means we're gonna discover the von Neumann machine, the Turing machine, and just discover the components of a computer like RAM, CPU, graphics card, memory. And you get like an assignment, which is a theoretical assignment to just build your own computer. You don't need to buy physical parts, it's just like listing down all the requirements and such and try to build something for a purpose. Again, no physical parts are touched here, just like you compile a list and try to make it into a budget. Yeah, just you set your own budget and try to just make use of those budgets. And weeks 3 to 6, after that we are doing operating system. So this is a 4-week content here because there's a lot to go through, like scheduling, memory management, multiplexing, and just anything that it relates to operating systems, even like memory, something like that, memory management on that. And you're gonna mess around with Linux as well. Linux is, the most common OS for developers, and yeah, you're gonna mess around on that. You're gonna do a lot of bash, a lot of commands and such, and you're gonna be discovering VM, virtual machine, as well as PuTTY. PuTTY is just simply a software that helps you connect to like an external server. Yeah, and VM, virtual machine, is just like another instance of an operating system in your machine. Yeah, it's like operating system inside operating system. Yeah, and you can specify like hardware and such for the VM. The limitations is your hardware itself. Week 7 and 9, we're gonna cover about number systems and logics. So it is more in depth than the essential maths part. So you're gonna learn the addition and subtraction of binary, as well as like some uses and such, as well as like the splitting between the positive binary and the negative binary. There's some splitting on that. And you're gonna also discover hexadecimal numbers usage as well, like for images, for sound, something that you will learn some theory of it. And yeah, and you're also gonna learn logic gates and circuits. Yeah, and much more in depth than math itself. Week 8, we're gonna discover Git and its introduction to Git and GitHub and just how to use them in general. And it is very useful, say, for Git. Week 9, we're gonna talk about computer language evolution from machine language, which is binary, assembly language, which are just instructions like you need to load in memory, something like that. And you will also learn the fetch, execute, decode thing from von Neumann. And then there's high level language, which is like Java, C, C++, and the very high language, which is Python. So you're gonna learn all of that, as well as the types of programmers. Week 10 and 11 will be basically just moving forward, technology convergence, as well as sample infrastructure that you will see in your daily life. Yeah, and it's just coming throughout the day. So like, for example, your smartphone, your embedded system, wireless connectivities. Yeah, just new technology that is currently developing and we are currently using. And you're also gonna learn the basics and definition, as well as usage of algorithms in general. That is all for computer technology. I don't know if 5 minutes is enough for this, but bye bye.